for the commissioner, the owners, the players, and their representatives?
Well, right now, the great thing is it's a great situation. The players are doing well, the owners, the league, everything is good right now in basketball, and you'd hate to see it interrupted. You know, there's Mike Fratello sitting over there. I think one thing they should do is they should rotate the coaches for the All-Star game, because it's such a great thrill and honor to participate in this as a coach. You know, why not give everyone an opportunity? Let's not have it the Pat Riley show, you know, every year at the West. And in most cases, it's been Casey Jones. Let the other guys get in here. Maybe the home team, like here we are in Chicago. Let Doug Collins be the host for the East, and then select someone from the West.
Not a bad idea. Or at least, if it isn't the team that's in first place, if their coach went the year before, maybe go to the second place team. But it's such a situation where other people have an opportunity, because Mike Fratello's having a ball this week.
Again, you know, these are things, not only do the players think this is such a great deal, but the coaches do. To have the opportunity to sit there, instead of preparing against Larry Bird, you're trying to run plays for Larry Bird.
Drexler guarding Rivers. Brad Daugherty hits with 13 seconds to go. 99-87, a 12-point lead. McGuire draws the foul inside. If you joined us late, the West had the lead in the first half. They were up by 8 points at one time. And it wasn't until late in the second period that the East took the lead for the first time. But they were sparked by Jordan and Wilkins. They went on a tear and have maintained the lead as much as 13. Aguirre will try to knock it down now to 10.
Ball is in play. I got it, Jake.
Aguirre has a new wife, a new attitude, self-examination during the off-season, and newfound respect, I think.
Yeah, and the Dallas Mavericks have been struggling the last week, 10 days of the season. But I saw John McLeod. He just said, hey, you know, we're a little tired, a little drained, and there's something to be expected during the course of this long season.
5 seconds, and the West playing tough defense and traveling against Barkley with 2 seconds remaining in this period.
Mark, backcourt. Fly, you can throw it back.
Aguirre will inbound to try to cut the lead to 8.
That's Kareem's spot, the three-pointer. Oh, almost made it.
And it was hit off. They're going to count the basket. The basket will count, and it will be a 3-point shot. And Kareem breaks the record. The most points in All-Star history, a 3-point shot here.
What a way to do it.
It counts, and that's the end of the third period. What a play with the score. The East 99, the West 91. They gave them just 2. And we'll return to Chicago after this word from your local station.
4 seconds left. McRae going to drive on McDaniel. Puts it up at the buzzer. And goes! Rodney McRae! 3 seconds to go. Robbins from the inbound play. Clyde picks it off, and he goes. He scores at the horn!
Incredible! 3 seconds. There's Magic, got it. Magic fires.
Oh, my God! The Lakers win the game!
NBA action. It's fantastic. And welcome back to CBS Sports coverage of the 38th annual NBA All-Star Game from Chicago Stadium in Chicago. A few moments ago, Kareem was elated, but they've taken away that last basket for a good reason.
A very good reason. What happened is, after Jake O'Donnell called it interference, basket interference, then he conferred with the other official and realized that it was McDaniel, who's on the same team, that was involved with that interference.
Offensive interference, and so the basket is nullified, so Kareem's next bucket will give him the all-time All-Star. Clyde Drexler on the follow-up, and it's 99-91, and that's what you thought it was after 3, and that's what it is right now. Dick Stockton and Bill Cunningham, final 12 minutes of this 38th All-Star Game, barring OT. Brad Daugherty, defended by Aguirre, has good in. And Worthy in the ball game, double team, foul.
Very interesting looking at the East front line. You have Brad Daugherty, Charles Barkley, and Moses Malone. You realize they very easily could be teammates today in Philadelphia.
Yes, and Harold Katz, of course, may be thinking the same thing right now, the owner of the Sixers.
I'm sure he'll call me about it, too.
They traded Moses Malone. They traded away the #1 pick that became Doherty. And Barkley, of course, is on the 76ers. How true that would be. Doc Rivers with the free throws, and it's 101-91.
Now, for the West, with this small lineup they have in there, they're going to have to do it with their quickness. They're going to have to be aggressive, create some turnovers, get out and run.
Turnover, Drexler lost the ball. Alvin Robertson in the backcourt defending. Dwyer, Worthy, and Donaldson are the 3 front court men for the West. Doherty with a sky hook of his own. He's got 10 points off the bench. Another good-looking first-year All-Star playing well today.
Now, he and Karl Malone are just playing like they've been here for the last 7 years.
Alvin Robertson. Donaldson. Foul. James Donaldson is the only lefty in this game. A vanishing breed. I don't know. You know, Larry Bird and Danny Ainge, right left-handed. And he's the only left-handed shooter in the ball game. Now, I know Bill Russell was a great left-handed shooter. Can you think of any others?
You amaze me, the homework you do for these games.
Wow. What about you, Bill? You're a lefty kid. You're a southpaw.
That's why I'm sitting with you.
Donaldson replaced Steve Johnson. It's unusual to have just one left-hander in a game like this. Here's Johnson. Early here in the final period, 103-93. Ainge around the screen. Akeem, the rebound, and a foul by Barkley.
And Charles Barkley just doesn't appear that he has his head in this ball game for whatever reason.
Doherty defending against Olajuwon with a long shot and a foul by Brad.
Foul on Brad Doherty.
Rolando Blackman last year, remember the look on his face when he hit those key free throws down the stretch to send the game into overtime. Larry Bird has had an unusual game for him, just 6 points. And Olajuwon is on the line. The only player on either side who has not scored in the game is Maurice Cheeks.
Well, Maurice Cheeks went to Mike Fratello and said, you know, I'm not feeling well. I had a bad shoulder, and I'd just like to make an appearance, and that'd be more than enough for me. And that's why we won't see Maurice Cheeks any longer today.
9-point lead for the East. And they have the ball.
And again, the West has got to get themselves going defensively and get to the open court, and we know what Magic can do there.
Brad Doherty with a great spin move baseline. And, you know, the East is maintaining the lead without Jordan and Wilkins. Magic gets another opportunity, and he loses it. And Jordan's going to come back in the ball game. He's at the scorer's table. Ainge. That's his third three-point bomb of the ball game.
I think Larry Bird was more excited seeing Ainge hit that than Danny Ainge.
James Worthy. And the West is just having trouble shooting. And Jordan will come back in the ball game. He already has 24. The East has the lead when Billy and I come back to Chicago Stadium. Cold winter weekend in Chicago as you look at Michigan Avenue Live. But let's go back into the career and the beginnings of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I started playing in the gym up at PS 52. I used to sneak in there early in the morning, but that got to be too long of a walk, and the big kids used to chase us out of it. So I used to go to the outdoor park when it was warm enough, and then after a while we were out there year round. That's just as I remember it too, with ice on the court and a lot of noise. We used to have great games out there, especially when the girls were around. Everybody played harder.
He still needs 2 points to establish the all-time All-Star scoring mark, and I'm sure he'll get it. 17 All-Star games.
Don't you get something out of all these pieces being done, which are beautiful about the players, is that you have to sacrifice something to get to where they